kids have requested that I participate in this vlogging, so I'm going to show how I code apps for mobile devices. I like to use a Mac to do this, and most of my experience is with coding for iPhone apps. And I have an app on the App Store, and it's written in the coding language called Swift, and it's kind of difficult to overall it's a fairly reasonable language, but it's kind of difficult to make small changes and keep all the downstream effects synchronized. So I have instead found a different coding system called React Native, and it allows me to use very simple coding language to create a basic app. And so I'm able to run it. That's something I'm looking at doing, but it's not what I'm actually using right now. So this is the default app out of the box, and it uses a language that's or a setup that's very similar to HTML, and then that allows you to have an app that's native to an iPhone, but then it's fairly easy to make adjustments to the code, and then the downstream effects are more they kind of cascade automatically. So for example, here I can make a I can change the language I have right here. It's actually on the main screen. I said it was very easy, but I still have to kind of track through where this is being presented. So this section right here is this section, and then I have this header, which should be in this file, and then here's the text for it. So I can just change the text here, and then when I save it, then it will detect that I've updated it, and it will reload. And then so for this example list down here, I have these three cells, and if I want to make a another one, to duplicate what I have here, make some really small changes. And again, it will detect that I made a change. And then it loads it up for me. So I can experiment very easily with how I want the layout and the language and the colors, etc. And it's all being converted for me from this HTML-like language into native elements for an iPhone. And I haven't set this up yet, but it's also able to take the same code and duplicate it for the Android. So the app that I'm developing, the latest one that I'm doing for the iPhone, I'll also be able to get the same app put onto the Google Play Store. And that's how I do this. And it'll probably be another month or so before I have even a basic app up to replace the one I have there now. But when I do, it'll be much more versatile. I'll be able to make improvements to it and add to it much easier and faster, and then kind of iterate from there.